Hello, hello, hello. It is I, Farmer Ben, back once again to this time do a war video. I haven't done a little war video for a little while. You'll see that I have been killed. I am slain. Here I am down at the bottom. There we are, just underneath Scribua, who's been attacked by Vinnetou. So these are our opponents. I don't know much about them. They do not. I would guess, an Eastern European country of some kind. I don't know which flag that is, and that doesn't really help me. But whichever country they are from, they are our opponents. They've obviously gone for yellow tanks, as have we. Like most alliances these days, everybody has the same colour tank. It's pretty rare you come across ones that don't. At least once you're in the. I mean, I'm not saying that Pinky and the Brain are a like top 100 alliance, but we're reasonably high up in the grand scheme of things, and it definitely helps. So we're just going to go for 6 attacks to see how it goes. This is going to be attack number 1. I'm going for 3 strong purples. I'm going to take my strongest 2 healers as well, and we'll just see how this goes. This is 3-1-1, 2 strong healers, a reasonable sort of balance of heroes, and one of my favourites, who is what's his name? Prometheus, isn't it? Yeah, Proteus. Sorry, Proteus. There's so silly I can think of his name. Proteus, who is a great, really useful hero. As long as we can get his mana ready, he can really sort of stop the enemies going off. Obviously, their team leader here. I normally try and hit the team leader first. It's kind of a general principle thing. I can't describe it any better than that. It's just like, yeah, it's proving a point, I suppose. Which is a little bit childish and doesn't necessarily advance the cause of the alliance, but there we go. We'll stick with that. So at the moment, you'll see. I don't know, this axe balancing person. She's really, really annoying. I would be much more satisfied were she to die, but I know that isn't going to happen in this move. I am going for the red 5 in a row here, which I wouldn't always go because obviously I haven't got any reds in play, but at the same time, having stopped Gravemaker and I was going to say Lady Locke. It's not. It's Morgana Le Fay. Sorry, having stopped her going off, it will mean that I'm in that it doesn't matter if I feed them a little bit of mana. Vivica there is quite handy because obviously she's got rid of the washout effect thing, which was liable to cause me a lot of pain. Gravemaker and Morgan Le Fay still not actively gaining mana, which is quite nice. Particularly with Gravemaker, because obviously his mana is very fast, or at least I don't know. I think it is very fast. It certainly feels very fast, his mana. It doesn't say on there, but I'm pretty sure he's got very fast mana. Certainly, or at least fast mana. He certainly seems to waste no time in killing off my heroes. Morgan Le Fay is a bit of a. She's really. Often think she's quite underrated. You don't hear about her very much, but I find her really, really quite tough at times. I think in this occasion, she's not going to be too much danger because she's already dead. But sometimes, particularly with weaker heroes, I've known her sort of just knock out whole teams because you just cannot. She's sort of draining your health as quickly as you can hit her, kind of thing. Anyway, it's not the case here. So that's the first one. It's an attack boost war as well, which is in many ways I find the attack boost. Well, the one everybody hates is Field Aid, of course. That wasn't too bad. So. Nice sort of straightforward attack there. So let's see. I'll go for Danny next. Not too strong. I'm going to try and take. I'm not going for a massive sort of purple rush here. I'm going to take 1 purple. So I'm going for one of my purples. That team isn't particularly horrendously powerful. So on this occasion, what I'm going to do is try and use up my yellows. My better yellows in a sort of rush. I got 1 healer, and I think on this particular occasion I'm going to go with 2 healers, which is a bit reckless, but there we go. 2 snipers, one hit all, 1 booster and healer, and 1 debuffer and healer. The debuffer hopefully will come in handy because I did notice their team had Beryl in it. I would always recommend if you're facing a team with perfect riposte, it's worth considering a debuffer. It's not always an option, of course, but definitely one to consider. I don't have any green, so this isn't going to be a great move, but it will set up a yellow 5 in a row. Now, obviously, the yellows are not going to be doing an amazing amount of damage on June, or at least their sort of the standard yellow tiles aren't. Even triple colour stacked, you can see that it's quite a weak attack. You would have noticed that the last fight I had, the yellow tiles were doing a ton of damage with every single hit. Whereas this time they are not 120. I'm reasonably certain that 4 hits, 4 purple tiles that are going to hit him will do enough damage. There we are. So that is one of the things I would always say is you can take your time a little bit. You can't go, you can't go mad, but you could, but you'd get bored, and eventually a time limit does come up. But you can always check enemy healers and enemy heroes, and see how much health they have left. It's often a good idea because if it can make the difference between you doing. It can really make the difference to what attack you try and do, or which hero you try and hit. So, like then, I checked June to make sure that I was confident that I was going to kill him, because that was pretty important that he died. And once I'd seen how little health he had left, I realised that I could quite safely go for him with any attack that I liked, which was quite good. So I could just use those purple tiles to hit him rather than having to sort of use my special skill, which meant I was able to take out or weaken whoever the other hero was. I'm being really professional today. I've forgotten all of the heroes that I've been killing. There we go. Anyway, never mind. Let's not dwell on. Let's not bicker and argue about who killed who. So slowly but surely, this is going to be a win. It's not going to be a quick win. Suddenly you don't even meet any yellow tiles. Oh, there we are. There were enough there, and that's it. That's finished it off. It's also meant that I've used up my sort of yellow attack team without really sort of getting myself into a lot of trouble, which is good. It's always as well. Obviously, I can't manage 6 teams with 3 purple heroes in each. I would need obviously 18 purple heroes to do that. I don't have 18 purple heroes leveled, or at least not 4 stars above. Probably could manage it if I use my 3 stars, possibly. I don't know, but I'm not going to try that anyway. Here we go. So that's 2 wins. Working my way across. Well, I could go for Alien. I could go for Alien, yeah. I suppose I could look at it a little bit more deeply. You can look at it and go into the info and see who's worth most. I tend to only look at who's worth most, so that's 59 for that one. I tend to only really look at who's going to be worth the most if there's sort of 2 teams I'm trying to decide between. And I suppose in this one I haven't really got a conscious plan. There's a team up here. Coco is reasonably weak. You can see they're all 4 stars. Taka, there's quite a good strong team. It's got Kunshin in. I do find Kunshin really annoying. I was chatting to some experienced players in peer support, and they were like, "Oh, Kunshin's easy to beat," but he's not for me because I don't have the sort of specialist heroes that they maybe have. I don't know. 45-23. Now you see, there's a lot of points for that team because they got a lot of very well leveled up heroes. June to me invites the use of Rigard because he removes status ailments. I am going to go for this with a predominantly red team, just because. Let's just hope it works out. And let's see. Not going to go with 2 healers on this one. I'm going to go for Wu. A little bit of Wu action. He's always a bit hit and miss. Wu, I find on raids, he can win you them or he can lose you them if you're really unlucky. The number of tiles that miss can be really infuriating. We'll see how it goes. Oh well, there we go. You'd have to look at that screen and say that doesn't look too promising when you've got reds. If I'd have taken greens. This would be an absolute walkover, a walk in the park. But I didn't, so never mind. I've got reds instead. There we are. June goes off, of course. Boom. Yeah, Rigard not liking the amount of damage that was done to him then. That was a bit rude. Fire these up the middle. Unfortunately, June's going to go off again. I don't think I can do anything to stop it, which is never a good sign. When the tank goes off twice and you haven't killed him, that's always really bad news. Yep, that's my first hero down. I'm going to lose another one here, I expect. Yep. Not very good. Certainly this is one of those screens where the colours have not been on my side. It does happen. Not much I can do about it. Certainly going to need to just keep half an eye on Kunshan there, because if Kunshan goes off, I don't think it's going to be a problem because I'm already defeated. There we are. Well, that was frustrating. Really frustrating. Yeah, I know that there are players out there who go, well, you know, the tiles, you know, you make the tiles work for you, blah, 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 blah. I think that, I mean, there's some truth to that, but at the same time, there are times like then when you just have completely the wrong coloured tiles. I mean, I know that I was quite heavily colour stacked, which, you know, does affect what you can do, but at the same time, sometimes it just doesn't. Well, it doesn't seem to make much difference. I don't think much difference would have happened. It would have worked there, especially unless I had my green team, which, you know, I could have had my green team with me. I didn't have the green team with me, but you know, if I'd had the green team, I would have been laughing because I almost certainly would have won very, very easily. I'm going for this team today, so I'm going to go chuck in some purples again, just mess them up, and let's see. Well, I used my red team and they didn't do me many favours, so I could. No, I'm going to go with this. Let's try this. No healer in this team, which is a reckless decision. But there we go. We can see how that goes. You don't always need a healer in your attack team. I would always urge you to have a healer in your war defense team, because if you don't, what can happen is your opponents can sort of just basically if your enemy team or your team doesn't have a healer in, you can always score points against them. You can't fail to score points, which is sorry, I'm just thinking about the board here for a second. Yeah, which will count against you. So I would always recommend you have a healer in your defense team for war. Even if you don't have one in your attack team. Your attack team's less important. Oh dear. Just having a look at the screen. So I'm looking for a good move or a combo or whatever else. I literally can't see a good move. I think the one that's flashing is probably about the best that I've got. I'm going to hope that this triggers a purple 3 in a row. Nope, not even close. And that's it. Already one hero down, sorry. At least I've got him activated. It's a shame. Really, I could do with Merlin to go off, because Merlin would mess up. What's his name? Aslar. Aslar is always fairly dangerous as attackers go. Not. Oh, he's dead. There we are. That's handy. So that is very good news. Yeah, Aslar is quite a dangerous and nasty fella, because if he goes off, his burn damage does a lot of damage to you over time. Yeah, Kunshan can have as much mana as he likes because he's got that funky messing him up thing from Merlin. So Merlin's special skill will mean he now does some kind of random strike attack, which is quite good for me. Not good for him, but good for me. Magni are going to go off again here. Should I call him Magni? Magni. Magni's annoying, or can be quite annoying. In my opinion, he's one of the better sort of what they call it, vanilla heroes. He's quite tough. That shield thing he puts up when he hits you is undeniably quite annoying. I suspect that they're going to win this. I don't think I'm going to be able to kill both of them. I might. Yes, I've been lucky enough to kill Magni. I can't see it being very likely that I'm going to beat Kunshin here. I suspect Kunshin will win this unless this attack finishes him off. Let me see. This is one of those really funny, awkward moves to make. 334. Well, I don't have a yellow hero in play. I could hit him with the green tiles, but it might fully charge his mana and give him the odds. I'm going to hit him with the green tiles and just see what happens. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to charge Magni's my Oberkhan's mana. I'm pretty sure, unless I get a combo going off, and that is about as much damage as I could hope to do for him there, I think. So that at least leaves him as a very easy finish for somebody else in my alliance, because it's always worth remembering Alliance Wars are a team game. There's no I in team. There's no I in Pinky and the Brain. Well, actually, there is, of course, but there is no I in team generally. So that leaves them open. Now, who to go for next? Well, let's see. Do you know what? I'm just going to find opponent. See who the find opponent tells me to go for. No, it's no. I'm not going to go for them because they're already weakened. I don't like hitting weakened teams. I much prefer to go for a full strength team. Have any of them not got a healer in? If I can demonstrate with this, I don't think this team's got a healer even. Yeah, who's that? Oh no, that's just double check. This is Elena in her costume. I've not seen Elena in her costume. That's a bit of a novelty. Co-leader, it doesn't necessarily follow. I haven't actually checked the team. They're probably all co-leaders. Nearby allies counterattack 150. That's all right. I can go for that. Oh, my phone's going slow again. Right. Thank you, phone. Right, the delectable Elena. So yeah, so this team's got no healer. Now I always reckon that's a real mistake on Alliance Wars, because even if I was down to teams of, even worst case scenario, I was down to my food heroes, I would still be able to do damage to this team. I might only score 1 point, but it's, it is 1 point. Oh, well done, Jemand. Jemand has just reached level 57. I don't know why I brought that up. Right, here we go, finally. Stoencho. No, I don't know if that's his name. Blooming heck. Right. Now, Stoencho is going to be my target, if I can ever get the game to let me. Right, Stoencho, attack. Now, he's got that very annoying... I want to say Ranveer, may not be the right name. The very annoying centaur chap in the turban who has a nasty tendency to do like Wukong's attack, but with a boost as well. Wukong, yeah, like I say, he's just annoying. Really, really annoying. I'm looking at this, I'm beginning to wonder if I might have to stop this video here. Normally, if I stop an Alliance War video, it's because I've been so badly beaten, I lose my temper. I've still got a reasonable range of heroes left. Well, let's go for a blue attack wave, because there is something to be said for I do generally find color stacking works for me, but we'll see how this goes. So I am going to go for, because of who I'm facing, I'm going to want debuffers just in case, really. So I'm going to go for Melindor as a healer and debuffer. I'm going for the delectable single mum that is Sonia as a. That's how she became a mercenary. She needed to make money to get her kids through college. Sonia as the another debuffer, and what was I thinking? I wasn't thinking. Oh, I'll just chuck in a purple because it's always worth having a purple when you've got a yellow tank. And Jabbar's a reasonable 4-star anyway. And then the last attack, I'll just throw in whoever I've got left without any forethought or planning or anything like that, which is the way to do it. Well, no, of course it isn't. The way to do it is to sort of very carefully contemplate who and what you're going to do and whatever else, but that's not what I'm doing. So here we go. Bum, 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 bum. My boar, Mr. Pig, is running across the board. Let's see what we've got. Okay. Shame I wasn't colour stacked red, really. Still, never mind. There's a few blues on the screen, so that's at least it's better than that one where they were all green. Nice little rolling combo there. Came out of nowhere. Not going to get my blues charged this way yet. I could just do with getting the blues charged, really, but hey ho. Boom. So this is Ranveer's attack. It's going to mess up my, what's his face? Melindor, down there at the bottom. Poor old Melindor. He's not Gandalf. He doesn't like it if you call him Gandalf. It's a personal thing. Yeah. There we go. Melindor. Oh, Melindor, dead. Ah, dearie me. Right, okay, so this hopefully will do some significant damage to Ranveer, hopefully. Won't kill him, I don't think, but it'll slow him down a bit. Who's he going to hit? Oh, he's knocked it. No way! That was harsh. Can't help thinking that was harsh. He should. I thought, what's the name? Asania would manage to withstand the attack, but there we go. Never mind, poor Asania. But you can see, because there's no healer, I mean, I've really got nothing to lose, so I can just carry on with this attack. Well, lucky there, I got a big combo. But there's nothing to be lost by, there's no gain in hitting Flea. I may as well just, carry on till the last possible moment. Every move I do is going to earn me a couple more points. It's not a great attack, but it brings me, gets rid of a tank, earns me some points, weakens their team. They're now relatively easy for somebody else to finish off. That's why you want a healer in your team, because if you've got a healer, then I might have had to flee. I got 24 points in. If you had a healer, I might have had to hit flee earlier to save to get away, or your healer goes off. I might have ended up with less than 24 points. 24 points was fairly sort of easy to get at the end there. Well, who am I going to go for? I'll tell you what. Let's hit find opponent again. I'm not going to hit them. They're already half beaten. They're right. So I'm looking around. They've been beaten. That was the first team I hit, wasn't it? Maxim. I could go for Maxim. Maxim. Yeah, Coco was like I said. Coco was a weak target. There, somebody else has always attacked Coco. It wasn't me, was it? Maxim. I'm just going to chuck in the leftover heroes at the top here with no forethought. Let's give it a go. This is a wild attack. Wild and crazy. So this is just going to come down to what screen I get. Yes, it could work, it could not. It's hard to say. It's not really been thought out very well, this one. Sometimes it's nice to do that. Just go a little bit crazy. Lots of yellows, which isn't much help. I'm just thinking, if I do this, that might start something. Gotta be starting something. Oh yeah, there we are. So that's at least got some greens in play. I got a reasonable number of greens. I got a reasonable number of fiddlesticks. That wasn't the move I intended to do. I intended, fat thumbs there. Clumsy fat thumbs. Come on, a little bit of luck. Blinded there. Right, just could do with some special skills to be ready, but not going to happen straight away. But that was really lucky. A couple of misses there. Let's see if Wilbur hits anyone. We hit most of them. There we are. That's pretty good. Bomb. So Cadelen, he will regain a little bit of health, only a tiny bit because he missed everyone. It's really annoying sometimes actually. Justice there, blinding like everyone quite like he did. So I've had a lot of. That was 2 misses and an evade. Seriously. Sometimes the game does not like me. Is my conclusion. Let's see how many turns. 2 turns before they get accurate again. I'm not sure it's worth waiting 2 turns because half of them will be dead if I try and wait 2 turns. Oh, at least more of them hit there. There we go. That's good. That should help bring them down a peg or 2. My shield up thing. Yeah, Wilbur's can be quite quietly effective. He's very good on like challenge events and things like that because you can finish off enemies really quickly, like a whole group of them in one quick and easy move. Makes him very popular there. Oh, at least my guys can see now. I think I might even win this one. There we go. I can't remember how. Do you know this is awful? I can't even remember how many I won. Is forgetfulness a symbol of coronavirus? Yeah, I hope not. Anyway, there we go. Right, so 1 move away. Oh, I didn't even have to wait for the move. There we are. Again, did they have a healer? I don't think they did. Oh, very slowly dying there. And a victory. Hurrah! Hooray! So, yes, that was, what was that? I think that was 4 wins, 1 tank and 1... no, it wasn't 4 wins, was it? It was 3 wins, 1 tank, 1 like miss hit, and 1 hit where I've left 1 hero standing. So yeah, that's all right. I mean, it's not as I've done better. Puts me 3rd at the moment. Mighty Boss Baller, good to see him. There we are, and it looks as if quite a lot of our players have not yet hit. So we've got quite a lot of players. Yeah, So. It's hard to say on that one. We have got 101 flags left over. They have got 54. It's very hard to say when the scores are like that. You could work out the averages, but I haven't done that. So yeah, there we go. We shall see. A nice alliance war. Not really so many points in there to be fair. Things I like, share and what have you. More Lovia's out for any of you who haven't already done that. Also, I was going to mention that Season 3, the next bit of it is coming up. So doubtless there will be a Season 3 video fairly soon, 8 hours 53 minutes. Although I won't, obviously, if I can't release the video in 8 hours 53 minutes because I'd have to film it first. But there we go. Anyway, it's been deeply, deeply emotional. Thank you for watching. Remember to like, share, comment and subscribe to this fairly random war attack video, which is now going wrong. Thank you very much for watching. It has been emotional and a pleasure as always. May death come swiftly to your enemies. This is Farmer Ben saying good night. Good night.